Hey, how you doing? My name's Joe. This is my channel. Welcome. And today I was going to talk about my Wolfgang specials, and I have two of them. And this is the vintage white, and kind of hard to see with the light. I know. See if we can kind of turn it at an angle a little bit where the light's not hitting it so bad. So that is the vintage white, and beautiful guitar, beautiful, awesome, very wonderful guitar. This January, I will have had this for a year, and as you can see, I'm a huge EVH fan, and yes, so EVH gets plenty of my money. So I'm going to access the chat box here if anybody is on there, and I can converse with everybody. So let's see if it's available. But yeah, like I said, I have this vintage white Wolfgang special, and I have a natural, or as they call, all natural. I have that as well. And like I said, wonderful guitars, beautiful guitars. Ken, hey Ken, how are you, sir? Thanks for jumping in, man. Nice Wolfie, Ken says. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I was going to go on tonight or not. I've had a hectic week, and my schedule's kind of flip-flopped. So I probably won't be on here for too long because I went in at like 3:30 this morning. So, and it's, you know, so I'm pretty tired, and I really can't play anything. But yeah, the EVH Wolfgang special. I had a friend of mine, Center, or AK Stefan. He was going to jump on here with me, but I think he had something come up where he couldn't make it. And but he got a red one of these, and very beautiful guitar. And so it's just like this, except it's satin red and has the black binding like this does. That's what he got, and very beautiful guitar. And so he's really excited, and I'm excited for him. And so what was I saying? Oh yeah, in January I've had this for a year, and so it was my first EVH Wolfgang special, very first one. The one I used to have about a year and a half ago was a Peavey Wolfgang special, and if you're familiar with EVH products whatsoever, then you know you're familiar with the Peavey line of the Wolfgang special. It was a wonderful guitar. It was very nice. It was purple, and I sold it about a year and a half ago. I sold it, and you know what can I say? I mean, I needed some cash, and you have to do what you have to do sometimes. And I called that guitar my lollipop guitar because it was like a dark purple, and it looked like a purple lollipop. So I called it my lollipop guitar. And so I had that for a long time. It was my main guitar for a long time, doing live gigs and stuff. And it never let me down. It was a wonderful guitar, and so I sold it. And I sold that and another guitar, and actually I had to get tires for my truck, so that's where the money went. You know, I made the money, and then, you know, the next day the money was gone. So what can I say? You know, it was kind of, I was like, oh man, you know. But yeah, I had the Peavey Wolfgang special. I bought that brand new from a music store in here in South Carolina. It was brand new off the wall. And if I'm not mistaken, excuse me, I think that guitar brand new. Man, when was that? I want to say I got that in like the early 2000s. And brand new back then, it was I think it was like $850 at that time. It's brand new, and it came with a hard shell case, and so I got it. And like I said, I used it for gigs for a long time, and it was a wonderful guitar. It never let me down. It was a great guitar, awesome guitar. Sold it, got rid of it, and then when I started looking at the EVH Wolfgang specials, and I was hearing a lot about them, and I said, oh man, I want to try it, you know. And so I got this one. Like I said, earlier this year in January, and I was floored by the way it plays. You know, it's really smooth. And I'm sorry if this is coming through like playing underwater, because when you try to do a live hangout, and I'll get to your comments in just a second. It is blowing up over here. I appreciate everybody jumping on. And so when it comes to the microphone, it can tend to sound really bad. And so I apologize. So if you play just for a quick second, it might sound okay, you know, like something like that, and you can get away with it. But if you try to play for a while, you know, I'm sure that started sounding pretty cruddy after a few seconds, but just to give you an example. So yeah, I got this one, and I had to get another one, and I'll show you that in just a second. First, let me check this chat box here, because it is blowing up. So let me just say hey to everybody here, and let's see here. Excuse me. Jaden James 104 is in the house. All right, Jaden, how are you, sir? Stoked you're on, he says. Thank you very much, Mr. Jaden. It was a last minute thing, man. I wasn't going to be on here. Ken Bear says, Joe, I'm getting a Wolfgang standard hardtail, satin black. Receive it next week. Ken, that is amazing, man. Congratulations. That is awesome. You will not be dissatisfied. I'm telling you, man. That's awesome. David, hey David, what's going on, man? I know you're going live later, man, but it was not gonna be long, man. I'm gonna be going to bed, and I had to get up real early this morning, so I just thought I'd do a quick thing right here, brother. I'm glad to see you in the house, man. Thank you, David. Ken says hi, David. Jaden says hi, David and Ken. David Allen Wright says, hey there, Ken. He says, I got 3 of the Peavey Wolfgang specials. I painted one like the striped version. Yes, that's awesome, David Allen Wright. Yes, that's cool. I wish I still had mine, but you know, it's gone. But it's in good hands. I can tell you that. It's in good hands. Sean Mahoney's in the house. Hey, Sean, how are you doing, man? Nice to see you. David Allen Wright says, I may do it either tonight or Saturday. Okay, David. Okay, that's cool, man. That's cool. Sean Zimmerman. Hey, Sean, how are you, man? Thanks for stopping by, and I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much, man. That's really cool. Thank y'all. Appreciate it. I know this isn't nothing extravagant. It's not nothing like, you know, Johnny's or something, you know. And so it's just y'all, you know, me and you. That's it. So like I say before on these things, the more y'all comment or ask questions or whatever, the longer this broadcast will go. And I think that's fair, because y'all are part of the show. You know, it's not just me. It's because of y'all that I'm even on here. So that's it. Yeah, man. Okay. Okay, David Allen Wright. He says, Dave, Lucy just got a really, I think he meant to say rare Steinberger, and he wants to go live to show it off. Oh, cool, man. That'd be cool, man. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. Oh, Lord of mercy, I had to drop my phone. That sounds pretty cool, David Allen Wright. I'm sure that would be cool, man. Yeah, cool Steinberger. Yeah, those can get awful pricey, man. Wow. Yeah. So this is the vintage white one. And like I've stated before in some of my videos, I do all my business through AMS, which is American Musical Supply. Their website is just americanmusical.com. And that's how I can afford these instruments, because they let you set up payment arrangements, just like others, you know, other places do. But I've been with them for a long time, and I've been a real satisfied customer. So this month, this will be paid off, you know, so this one will be done. And so, yeah, I've been very happy with this guitar. Very wonderful. I also have the, if anybody has seen any of my other videos, they noticed I've had or I have a EVH Stripe Series, and its, of course, it's the red with the white and black stripes. Wonderful guitar. if you don't have one of those and you're interested in it and you're not sure and you're kind of on the fence, or maybe something like this right here, I'm telling you, go for it. You will not be dissatisfied. It's great. So you've seen this one. I'm gonna leave this one sitting here because it's plugged in and all that stuff. And if I unplug the cord, it's gonna make all kind of unnecessary noise. Here's my natural. If I don't know if some of you may have just seen joining this for the first time. Here's the natural, or all natural, and it's beautiful. You know. Oh, look, a double neck. Yeah, but yeah. So that's the two guitars right there. I'm gonna try to put them side by side and kind of see what I'm talking about. So yeah, I've had people ask me, you know, do they play the same? Is the tone the same? And the answer is yes. You know, it is. It's the same and everything. This is kind of tricky, you know. But yeah, and this one, I love this right here. This is wonderful, you know. But they both play the same. They're both really well crafted instruments. You just can't go wrong. You know, you can't go wrong at all whatsoever. Yeah, it's got the black EVH tuners. It's got the snake bites in the back. You know, and I believe that means the nut is drilled in from the back, so it, I guess it helps it be more stabilization, I believe. Let's see here. Ken says, always cool to hang out with you. Thank you, Ken. Appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. I'm trying to, pardon me, hold my phone this way so it's not too, I don't want to be too rude, keep looking away like that. Yeah. Sean Summer says, hip, on with Joe. Okay. Okay, cool. Thanks, man. So, yeah, if I had time, you know, I would show all these guitars off. Man, that would take forever, and I don't want to bore y'all to death. And I mean, I got these two out of the gig bags before I even went live, so it wouldn't, you know, make so much noise unzipping the bags and all this stuff, because these microphones can be really, really sensitive. So yeah, I have my EVH Stripe Series over here in the gig bag. I got these Wolfgang specials. I got a Jimi Hendrix Strat here. Fender Road Worn Telecaster 50s model. What else is over here? A Jackson. I got a Jackson electric. Epiphone Les Paul Studio. And then a Fender Squire right here that I've had probably since the, Lord, I'd say that was what? I don't know, 90, 91, somewhere in that ballpark. So I've had that forever. So it's been a really long time. Blackie DH. Hey, man, how you doing? Thanks for joining, man. Yes, he says, hey, Joe, and chat box. Dave Liner Wright says, you can drill and put the rear mounts on a special. I've done my last silver EVH special. I used my drill press. Okay, cool, David. That's cool, man. Sean Zimmerman says, we just love guitars, bro. Talking about it. Okay, cool, man. That's awesome. Well, good. And then you've come to the right place. Stay tuned right now for these brief words from ABC. No, okay. Okay. You can tell I'm tired, man. I'm getting goofy here. Yeah, so I guess I can show a couple more guitars off if y'all, not show them off. I don't have that many, but if y'all want to see them, I can pull a couple more out of some gig bags, I guess. You know. Hey, Center. There's Center. What's happening, man? Yeah, Center, I was just discussing you a few minutes ago, saying that you got one of these beauties, but it was in satin red, and Center has posted pictures on it on EVH Gear Live. If you go to their page on Facebook, You can see pictures of it there. And so he is the proud owner of a satin red EVH Wolfgang Special. And he's very happy with it. And unfortunately, he couldn't join me tonight. I think he had some things come up. I was looking forward to it, Senator. I was looking forward to it, man. I was excited, but it's okay. I understand, man. I know how things can go. So yeah, David on the right says, pull them guitars out and let's check them out. Okay, this is there might be some dead air in here a little bit. You know, I won't pull all the guitars out. I'll pull a couple. You know, Jaden James is saying, hey to Center. Center says he's ready for the #2 Wolfgang. Wow, and he's only had the satin red for what, Center, a day or two now? That's pretty cool, man. Sean Mahoney says, do it, Joe, or I'm going to throw this beer on you. Oh, well, that's all I need to hear. So I guess I'll follow those orders. What I'm going to do, though, I'm going to cut this amp off for a quick second because it is going to be very noisy and aggravating if I don't do that. Anybody that's played live, you know how that can be. It can be really, you know, wow. If I'm not mistaken, I think they make guitar cables now where it has like this, like a built-in kill button on it or something. So if you're having to switch guitars or do something, you can like push that button and it like kills the signal to the cable. So when you don't have all that noise and stuff. I think that's pretty cool, man. That's pretty ingenious, I believe, in my opinion. So up go the Wolfgangs, or should I say away go the Wolfgangs. So I just thought, you know, I'd show people those, and they are my pride and joy as far as guitars go. See how loud that is? My arm's stuck. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, I told you, man. I'm getting tired. People's like, "Will you quit doing that? You're aggravating us." Yeah, here's one more look at the natural before I put it away. And you know what? I think I'm just gonna throw it. No, it's a beautiful guitar, man. I love that guitar. Very, very nice. I love that guitar, man. Very beautiful guitar, man. I still got, you know, I still got 11 more months to pay. A little inside information, you know. Yes, and if people are wondering what my shirt says, it says Dwayne Allman. You know, that's Dwayne Allman right there, also known as Sky Dog. So, always been a huge Allman Brothers fan. I love the Allman Brothers. What we got here? Oh my gosh, man, I can't believe Sean Mahoney's in charge, so you know, there's nothing I can do about it. He's the one that's paying me the money to do this hangout. So he's the boss. Oh, what do we have here? Hey, this is like Christmas, isn't it? You know, even it's close enough to Christmas. Let's see here. Oh man, these comments are flying through. Let's see. Okay. Hey, Sean Blackadich says, Sean Mahoney says, haha. David Allen Wright says the 2 boxes behind you look nice. Thank you. Thank you, David. Appreciate it, man. Can you see me now? Let's see. Sean Zimmer says, it's all good, Joe. Sean, man, he crazy. Oh, man. There's Adam. Adam, I thought you was going to the mall. Man, unless are you driving and watching this? Well, I can't say nothing about that, can I? David Allen. Sean Zimmerman, sounds like you're going. Y'all are crazy. I told you it would sound crazy, man. Ken says, yeah, show us the guitars. We want it. Okay, cool. Adam says, I'm here now. Okay, cool, man. Thanks for jumping in, Adam. So this next one, I'm gonna run out of room here, is the Hendrix Strat. And I believe these came out last year, I believe. And, you know, a lot of people, it's just like anything else, man. People got good things and bad things. positive and negative about everything. No matter how hard you try to do, they've always got something to shoot it down or praise it. You know, which that's called having your own opinion. I understand that. So I looked at the reviews on this before I got it, and excuse me. Number one, as you can tell right here, that's a Hendrix poster. And when I shoot my videos from the camera facing this way, there's like this Hendrix beach towel that hangs on the door, right? I'm a huge Hendrix fan. I love Hendrix. You know, I can't play like Hendrix, but I've always loved Jimmy. You know, I've always loved his style, and I've always loved the way that he just commanded the instrument. You know, he just made it his be. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yeah, you're not kicking my butt. I want to show you who's the man. You know, so yeah, I love Hendrix. And see, here's another piece of evidence. My wife got me this a long time ago. It's a book about Hendrix, Ultimate Hendrix. And so when these came out, it was just, you know, it was just natural for me. And I said, I got to have it. You know, I got to have that guitar. And so, again, back to the negative comments and stuff that some people have said, which I really don't pay that much attention. If it's something that I want, I'm going to get it. You know, that's just me. Some people say, oh, it's just a Strat with a, you know, upside down neck on it. You know, okay, true. I'll give you that. But we all know Jimmy took his guitar and turned it this way, right? So, and, you know, I don't know how he got up on these upper registers on these notes. Well, he had real long fingers, you know, I know that. But, you know, but I thought it was pretty clever the way they made it, you know. So a person that plays, you know, right-handed, it doesn't feel odd, you know, just my opinion. And so the guitar did come with vintage style tuners, and I took those off, and I put Fender locking tuners on it. I put some Fender locking tuners on it myself. And oh yeah, you can see Jimmy's little stamp signature there. Pretty cool. I thought that was cool. And it's got a Hendrix neck plate on the back. It says authentic Hendrix, if the light will give me a break here. So yeah, they had I'm sure people have seen them by now. They got the white, and they have the black and white. So I wanted the white, and I love the maple fretboard, and because Hendrix played you know, guitar latest at Woodstock, and that's why I wanted the white one. And so yeah, it was just it's a wonderful guitar. I'll see if I can give you a sample of it. Let me plug this stuff back in. I can't believe I'm going to it. Oh wow, let's see here. So yeah, really happy with this guitar. Really, very much. Let's check the chat box real quick and see if anybody's got anything they're saying right quick. I don't want to ignore y'all because I'm not that rude of a person. Let's see here. Adam says, check the pic I sent you. I will, Adam, as soon as we get off here, buddy. Let me pick up my phones. I don't want to. Sean says, that's why we were playing with you. Yeah. Blackie DH says, that's killer. Love that Strat. Thank you, Blackie, man. Appreciate it. Thank you. Jaden James 104 says, I got a Peavey. See, I tried to address all the comments. See, if y'all join, if not join, but if y'all tune in or join, whatever, my show, I try to address all the comments. But, you know, hopefully it don't get too overboard where I can't. But I really try to address the comments because you people are what makes this possible. From viewers like you, PBS. No, really, seriously. Jaden James 104 says, I got a Peavey 5150 combo signature series for $250. It's insane. It's super clean and came with new tubes as well. Pawn shops rock sometimes, and it sounds killer. Jaden James, congratulations, man. That's awesome. That's awesome, man. Blackie DH says, nice score, Jaden James. That's cool. David Allen Wright says, very nice Strat. I did a paper in college on Jimi Hendrix and got Buddy Guy to do the forward and let me use some of his first band experiences with Jimmy. Wow. I don't think that was Buddy Guy. I think that was Billy Cox. Well, no, well, Buddy Guy, you know, he probably did jam with Jimmy. I know Buddy Guy was a huge hero to Jimi Hendrix. I know that. So yeah, so my bad. I got you, David. I got you. Jaden says, thanks, Blackie. Blackie DX says, hey, if you like it, that's all that matters, Joe. That's true, man. That's for everybody. You know, it all comes down to what you like. Adam says, I know you miss your chat box wingman. Yeah, Adam, yeah, that's right, man. David Allen Wright says, Jimmy was amazing. He would play right or left. He felt more comfortable playing left and singing. Yes, that's true. That's true. He was, I guess, what you call ambidextrous. He was amazing, man. He was like a genius. You know, it was crazy how, you know, guitar smart he was, and musically, you know, if that makes any sense. Excuse me. Ken Bear says, wow, David, didn't know that about Jimmy. Yeah, Jimmy could take a guitar like a normal, like for you and me, and he could take it and turn it upside down and play it left-handed and still make music out of it. That's, like I said, that's just how much of a genius he was, you know. That's crazy. David Allen Wright says, pawn shops and Craigslist, excuse me, rock. Sean Zimmerman says, love that Strat, Joe. I love the white as well. Yes, man, me too. I just, to me, it just comes out better. Plus, I've already got this black and white Squire. I've had it for years. David Allen Wright says, Billy Cox, sorry, I got the names wrong. If I do that again, I'll give you $250. Okay, David, I'll hold you to it, man. I'm just kidding, David. Calm down. Just kidding. Ken says, David, I'm going to start checking pawn shops here in Central Florida. Yeah, Mr. Ken, you can get lucky at some pawn shops, man. It just depends. Be careful and just really, you know, I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm just trying to give you some little helpful advice. Number one, look to see how clean it is. You know what I'm saying? Number two, ask them if you can plug it up to an amp and play it to make sure all the components work properly. You know, your jack, of course, your volume, your tones. Do your pickup selector switch. Make sure all the pickups combinations work. Check the tuners. Make sure the gears work right. You know, because I've tried to sell guitars years and years ago, like when I needed some money and I went to a pawn shop. They don't want to give you nothing. They don't want to give you nothing when you try to sell something, but they'll turn around and really, you know, make their money twofold on it, you know. So just be careful, you know, be cautious. Excuse me, when you go to a pawn shop, you know, it's almost, just in my opinion, it's just safer and better to try to get something new if you can. If you can't, I totally understand. You know, sometimes you can get killer deals at a pawn shop. Senator says, how's that Hendrix guitar, man? I love it, Senator. I love it, man. Is the neck fat like
hey,
your
Joe.
mama? Wow. Like your mama? Nah. It's not, man. It's not fat at all. I don't think so. I think it's pretty comfortable. I haven't played this in a while, so I don't know what this is going to sound like here. So we will see. And Adam, if you're trying to speak, I can't hear you because my earphones are not on. So let me put my earphones on. I thought I heard something there. Okay, so.
Yeah. My son
Hey,
you know you're jealous. You want to be at the mall with us.
Oh my goodness gracious alive. There's Adam at the mall, everybody. What's up, man? I can't believe you're at the mall right now.
The modern technology.
Yes, modern technology. That's right. That's good.
Because you know you're all lonely, but so doing the chat box, buddy. I'll catch you guys later.
Okay.
All right, buddy.
See you, buddy. Thanks for jumping in. Adam Scheinberg, everybody. Adam Scheinberg. Okay, buddy. See you later. See you, little man. Take care. All right. That was brought to you in part by Raisin Bran from Kellogg's. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, the neck feels good, man. I wasn't expecting that. So that was a nice surprise. So yeah, let's see here. And the locking tuners that I put on here, they really, help keep the guitar in tune really well. So yeah, I don't know how clear that's coming across. So yeah, I love it myself. So yeah, I love the Fender Hendrix Strat, man. And this guitar, if I'm not mistaken, it's made in Mexico. See, that's another thing that excuse me, that doesn't bother me. You're going to always have that constant battle with American Strats, made in Mexico Strats. The Wolfgang specials are made in Mexico. They're excellent quality. This is made in Mexico. All my Strats are made in Mexico. Big whoop. They play fantastic. They feel great to me. And if any of y'all do this, I swear I'm not trying to offend you. It's just something I don't understand. But when somebody has an American Strat, and we all know American Strats, they're pricey. They can get pricey. But they always leave that sticker right there on the pick guard. And it says American Strat. I don't understand that. I mean, to each his own. I'll just leave it at that. I just don't get it. So I think I know why that happens, but I'll keep my opinions to myself on that. But yeah, but this Hendrix Strat plays great. So yeah, I love it myself. Let's see, man. God, wait, this chat box is blowing up, guys. That's awesome, man. Wow, I have to scroll back here. Let's see. Okay. Back to what Center says. The neck fat. To me, Center, it's not. It feels pretty good, man. It's about the same as the special to me, to tell you the truth. David Wright says he goes all the time to pawn shops for cool stuff. Cool. Center says, hey, Blackie DH. David Allen Wright says $250. Yeah, pay it forward to a new guitar. Yeah, I agree. I mean, just my opinion. Just just my 2 cents. I mean, so don't get mad. Blackie DH says, who was that? I think he means on the videos. I'm going back on these comments. That was Adam Scheinberg, Blackie DH. That's Adam. He's always in the chat box on the Johnny Bean show, and he's really nice guy, man. He's really nice. He lives up in New York, and a really nice guy. Jaden James says next on the list is a old 800 amp. Check them out. Brilliant, Adam. That's cool. David Allen writes, says need a group jam through a hangout. That would be cool, but it wouldn't work, in my opinion. It would sound like crap because of the way this bandwidth or whatever is set up. But I would love to do it. If it was possible, if it sounded good, I would love to do it. That would be cool. Let's see. Ken says, absolutely, I appreciate any help I can get. I'm actually just getting back into the guitar world. Okay, cool, Mr. Ken. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. And there's always plenty of people in here, man, that will be more than happy to help you out. I mean, this is a cool community. It's not a whole lot of us, but the people that I've known, they're really nice people, man. They really are. They're really cool people, man. Really nice. Sean Zimmerman says, "You're the S, Joe. Love the infomercials." Okay, thank you, Sean. I'm just. When you do these by yourself, you got to find a way to entertain yourself and try to, I guess, be crazy sometimes. Adam says, "Sorry guys, I couldn't resist." Black and DH says, "That's cool, Adam. Plus, your son wanted to be on YouTube. That's right. He got on TV. You know." I'm sorry. I don't know what's wrong. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's right. Tell your son hello. Blackie DH says. Sean Zimmer says, "Nice of you to pop in, Adam." Jaden James says, Craigslist is a great for deals, Ken, even Reverb and eBay. But for those scores, you have to look every day. He's right. He's absolutely right, man. You gotta stay on top of it, you know. Sean Mahoney says that was awesome, Adam. Ken says, "Yeah, I got stuff from Reverb and eBay." Yes, I've done eBay in the past. Haven't done Reverb. Haven't done that, but I have been on Reverb actually as of not that long ago. I've never been on Reverb before, and I guess within the past month, I actually got on there and checked it out. It's pretty cool. You know, I haven't got anything from there. Maybe y'all can, if any of y'all have, you can tell me what your experience was like. You know, was it pretty cool? Did if you sold anything on Reverb, how much? You know, did Reverb charge you? Because I know eBay will charge you a fee. Because I've sold a few things on eBay. If you're not a what's the word I'm looking for? If you're not a oh, I'm so tired. I'm losing my mind. If you're not somebody who sells all the time on eBay, they're going to charge you a pretty good percentage after you make the sale and the item gets delivered. And proof of delivery has been proved, whatever. Good Lord. And when all said and done, eBay gets a percentage of that. And it can be a pretty, you know, of course, it depends on the amount of money that you sold the item for, but they you know, that's how eBay makes their money. But if you're somebody that's on there all the time selling, eventually that percentage goes down, so they don't penalize you as bad, you know. But if you're somebody that's just, you know, on there here and there, they're going to hit you not too bad, but enough to kind of, you know, make you go, man, you know. That's what happened to me. I'll go into that story here in just a few minutes. Let's get back to the chat box. Let's see here. Let's see. Ken says, like Mini Pearl. Okay. Adam says, catch y'all later. All right, Adam. Ken says, have a good night, Adam. Sean says, Ken, David Allen is a wealth of knowledge and a heck of a good guy and will help you with anything and knows if everything is a good deal or not. And Sean is correct. Sean says, later, Adam. David says, thanks, Sean. I look and research all the time. You can find great deals most of the time. And I need to be a narrator, don't I? Wrong. Ken says, Sean, I believe that David has been in this a long time. Yes, absolutely. Jaden James 104 says, I seem to only buy, struggle to sell my gear. Bought loads of guitars off eBay, never had a problem. Yes. Like I said, I bought plenty of stuff off eBay. I will tell you, I've sold, I think, about 3 guitars on eBay. I sold some Van Halen picks, not the kind that's out now. It wasn't EVH picks; they were actually Van Halen picks from the concerts. And there was 3 of them. And the weird thing is, I had bought those picks years ago on eBay when I was in my first marriage. So that was like in the late 90s. And I saw these 3 picks on eBay, and there were one was Michael Anthony, excuse me, and one was Sammy Hagar, and the other was Eddie Van Halen, of course. And you know, it had their little signature stamp on there, and it had like, you know, like Sammy's had the red rocker and had like that chicken or whatever that's tattooed on his arm. That was on there. Michael Anthony had some little design, I can't remember. But Eddie Van Halen's, they had this saying on one side, and I'm not going to repeat it on here because I don't want to get flagged and get in trouble. Not that it's profanity, but it's, you know, you just don't never know. Um, and I kept those 3 picks for up until what, I think 2 years ago. Excuse me. And so I needed some money, and I was like, I wonder if I can get anything for these 3 picks, you know, Van Halen picks. And I put them up on eBay, and I was asking a certain amount, and I was actually at work driving the big rig, and I was going down the road, and I got a couple of messages on my phone. I glanced over, and I said, "Man, people were asking about the picks," and they were like, these 2 or 3 guys, or 2 or 3 potential buyers, were going back and forth. I guess trying to outbid each other, you know. And I was like, wow, that was great for me, you know. But I was asking, I didn't put it up for. I don't think I put it up for an actual auction. I think I put it up for a buy it now kind of thing. But yeah, that's what it was. 3 guys were asking me questions, pretty close together within the time frame. This one guy would ask me something, then like a minute or 2 later, this other guy would ask, and I was like, my gosh, you know. Anyway, they were asking about the Eddie Van Halen pick and what it said on it, and I was trying to explain to them. And this one guy said, "Does it say work?" Okay, it says that it said "work the blank, honey," is what it said on that side of the pick. Work the honey, you know, and that's what it said. And I was like, man, that's kind of wild, you know. And I mentioned him back. I said, yes, it does say that. Man, he bought him on the spot like that. And he said I've been looking for that pick for, I can't, how long he said, for a long, long time. And he bought them. And I think I sold those 3 picks for like, I don't know, like $280, you know. So I sold the 3 picks, you know, they was up there not even 24 hours, probably not even 10 hours, you know, they got sold. And so I was like, all right, man, cool, you know. And I came home, I shipped them, they went out. I gave the guy a tracking number and all that stuff. And then here's where it gets you. Okay, number one, with eBay, now this is just my experience, okay? Um, you don't get your money, number one, until that package has been delivered and confirmation has been given that the seller has got it. Okay, now, once you get past that process, you still have to wait a little bit till you get your money. Okay, and then about a week or 2 goes by, I got my money. Okay, it goes directly in your PayPal account. I was like, all right, cool. And at the end of the month, that's when eBay decides to take their fees from whoever sold stuff or whatever, and they base it on how much the item was and that percentage. I can't remember, and I'm not just saying that. I can't remember exactly what but they took a pretty good, I was like, man, they took a pretty good bit, but it was okay. It is what it is. Um, let's see. Sean Zimmerman says, I agree. I've gotten great deals all over the internet. A voiceover, Joe, a voiceover. So you crazy, man. And now this message from Sean Zimmerman on PBS. Mr. Ken Bear says, big brass block for $16 on Reverb, 37 millimeter. That would be something to ask David Allen Wright about, because I know nothing about brass blocks. I don't replace none of my stuff. I just leave it stock. I don't, there's nothing wrong with that. I just don't really know much about it. And I'm not the kind of person to take stuff off and replace it. I'm not going to do all that. I mean, I paid X amount of money for a guitar. It should be fine the way it is, in my opinion. That's just me. If you replace stuff, I'm not saying that's bad. So I know some people take stuff a little too seriously. So if you like to upgrade your stuff, hey man, go for it. For me, I'm not doing all that. That's just me. Just me. David on the right says, I got to get something to eat. Haven't ate since last night and getting hungry. All right, David. Cool, man. Go grab you a bite, man. We're going to be here for another probably 2.5, 3 hours. I'm just kidding. Won't be on here that long. But yeah, so anyway, that was about eBay. I'm sorry I got off on a tangent there. So here's the Hendrix Strat. And I really enjoy this guitar. Let me cut this off. I apologize for any inconvenience this is causing. Yeah, so I think this went for what? This guitar went for, what was it? I want to say it's like $800 or $900, something like that. It might have been close to $1,000. I honestly can't remember, but it's a great guitar, and it's a part of Jimmy in a small way. Because I remember, Fender years ago were actually coming out with a Hendrix Strat, and it was like an upside down Strat, or whatever you want to call it. And they actually had to stop production because I believe, I don't have any proof, but I mean, you can kind of put one and one together on this. I think the Hendrix estate found that out somehow, and they put a stop to it because they were threatening to sue them or whatever. And so now, of course, the Hendrix estate, said it was cool to do this, and I'm sure they get a piece of the pie, which is fair. And so that's what I'm saying. It's a part of Jimmy, in a small way. So that's why I wanted it, because I'm a big Hendrix fan, So this one goes back. Okay, we're done with this one. All right. So that was a long detour, wasn't it? Man, I'm sorry, guys. Okay, here we go. That one goes there. I got to remember I have these guitars in a certain order because I keep my specials up front because that's the main guitars I like to play. What is this one here? Let's see. I don't even know. I have a feeling I know what it is. Okay. This one here is the 50s Road Worn Telly. And again, I got it off AMS. Beautiful guitar. 50s Road Worn Telly here. Of course, it's, Road Worn is like a little reissue. You can see a little bit of wear, how they did it in the maple fretboard here on certain spots, the way the light hits it. See how it's kind of light up here, and it gets dark and gets light again. That's pretty cool. I was hoping that it'd be a little bit more relicking on the body, but there's really not, and that's okay. That's fine too. That's no big deal. It's no big deal. Your standard Telly neck, awesome guitar. I love this guitar. This guitar was $1,000, and string through body, of course. And I just really like the way the tremolo is and everything. Just your vintage style Telly tremolo or bridge, whatever. I don't know why I said tremolo, or is it tremolo? No, man, it's tremolo. Come on, get it right. Tremolo. Who in the hell says tremolo? Not me. I'm sorry, man. Pecan, potato, potato. Oh God, okay. Anyway, yeah. So, see, kind of like it's almost like a butterscotch blonde, almost. I guess you could say, but it looks more to me like almost like a mustard yellow, I guess, or maybe I don't know. But I love this guitar, man. It's made in Mexico. Yeah, there's some relicking on the back of the headstock. I've never paid that no attention. Tell you the truth, yeah, that's pretty wild. little bit of road worn stuff here on the back that I know wouldn't come up on camera, so there's no sense in me trying to show you that. Looks like there was you know, a couple different pieces of wood here for the neck. Yeah, the way it looks to me. But then again, I'm not no, luthier or expert or anything. So yeah, this is a nice guitar. Wow, these let's see here. Ken Bear says that's what I bought it for. Floyd Rose original. Center says brass blocks are overrated in my opinion. Thank you, Center. Thank you, man. Thank you. Center says so. The Hendrix neck is similar to the specials. In my opinion, it is. Center. That's just me. It's not a real fat neck. I just don't like a real fat neck. I mean, I do have I can't go dig it out. My wife's got Christmas presents back here, so I can't even get to those guitars. So, but I have a Epiphone Les Paul Standard Pro, and I love that guitar, but the neck is thick. So I can play it and all that, and I have a blast, but it's a little bit more of a struggle for me because my hands I don't have real long fingers, But that neck on that Hendrix model, no, it's really comfortable. And it's really even more comfortable on this Tele. It's just that's why I love Telecasters, because the neck is. I mean, look at that, man. You could just reach around and choke that son of a. Oh, it's just very comfortable. Let's see. Ken says, "Okay, driver, pull your guitar forward." That's right. Adam says, "Did you give away to Keith Urban?" Yes, I did. Yep, I did. Sure did. Absolutely. We have a winner for that, and it was Stefan won that guitar. I'm just waiting on information from Stefan whenever he gets ready, and off it'll go. So, yeah, Stefan and I have talked on the phone, man. So it's uh, and plus, like I said, it's been really hectic for me, and just crazy how work is this time of year. Yeah, man. Yeah, congrats to Stefan. That's cool. Yeah. Now I'm really going. Maybe Adam says. Adam, he's bad about that. I gotta go. Then he's back. I gotta go. Okay, I'm back. I gotta go. He's crazy, boy. Center says thanks. Yes, absolutely, man. So yeah, this is the Telecaster. Awesome Telecaster, man. I love this guitar. Next, are y'all ready for the next one? My gosh. Okay, we'll do one more. If y'all want to. Y'all want to keep going? Okay. Y'all having a good time? Or are y'all bored? Oh boy. I know what this one is. I can tell by the gig bag. I know what this one is. You notice I have a lot of gig bags. Yeah, I don't have too many cases. All right, here we go, folks. The big reveal. Look at here. The EVH Stripe Series. I love this guitar, man. Of course, when they came out with these, I had to have one of these, man. And out of all the three designs that they have, the white and black, the Bumblebee, and this one, I had to have this one. This is the one that's noticed the most, I think, when you say Van Halen. This is the one that's going to, people want to recognize quicker. Now, if they're big Van Halen fans, of course, they like us, they would know all of them. But your average person, when they see this, they know what this represents, So yeah, and this guitar, I'll tell you a quick story about this guitar if y'all have just a minute. I ordered this from AMS. Got it in the mail. Had it for maybe a week. and I was working so much, I didn't have much time to come back here and play. But the first couple of times I came, I played it. It was fine, you know. And then like the next day, I come in here and played it, and I plugged it up to my amp, and I was like, man, it didn't sound right. I even plugged it up to my half stack, and it still. I turned the distortion, the gain, or whatever, all the way up, and it's like it just wasn't on hitting on everything, you know, like all 8 cylinders just weren't there. I was like, what is, you know, and it's a simple guitar, you know, you got one pickup, one volume knob, in an input jack. That's it. That's your electronics right there. So I said it's got to be one of the three. You know, there couldn't be anything else. And I took it to a gentleman, and he looked over it. A guy that I used to work on my guitars, and he said the pickup was bad. And I said, the pickup's bad. And I said, I just bought that guitar, you know. And he said, does it have a warranty? I said, yeah, it's got a year warranty. He goes, you still got the box? I said, yeah. He said, send it back. And I got in touch with AMS, and this was the only issue I've ever had with AMS, and I've been doing business with them for right at 20 years. And I talked to customer service, and I told them, I said, look, I've had the guitar looked at, and the pickup is bad. So y'all sent me a guitar with a bad pickup. And they sent me a label by email, a return label. I put it back in the box, sent it back, and they sent me another one, and it was fine. That's it. So, you know, one thing out of almost 20 years and never having a problem, I think is a pretty good track record, in my opinion. But yeah, EVH model, it's a wonderful guitar. And, you know, you can't go wrong, man. I mean, if you like this kind of thing, you know, of course, I love it. For me, it's right up my alley. I mean, I just, you know, I don't care what anybody says. It's just, I just, it's. Some people say, like I said earlier, you got people that's got positive and negatives about everything. Well, that guitar is just a cheap version of EVH. You know, you need to get the American USA model. Okay, look, dude, I can't afford nothing like that. You know what I mean? If you can, that's great. Good for you. But, you know, us blue collar working dudes, we can't afford that. Not me. So I got that. And guess what? It's a guitar. It's made out of wood, wires, and a little bit of metal. It's going to do the same thing as that USA or whatever. Yeah, the USA is going to have maybe some better components and all that. But it's a guitar, man. It's still going to play good, and it says EVH on it. Come on, man, give me a break. You know. Let's see. Adam says he's waiting for the wife to get out of the store. Good luck, Adam. Good luck, man. Sean Mahoney's giving a thumbs up. Adam says, keep going so I can join in when I get home. I don't know if I'll be on that long, Adam, to tell you the truth, man. Adam says the Stripe model is sweet. Center says, buy one, Adam. Yeah, it's cool, man. I'm really, really happy with it. I'm really, really satisfied with that. I don't even know what's next, guys. I mean, we're getting kind of slim pickings over here. Let's see. We'll do, oh, Lord. We'll do one more. All right, we'll do one more. I don't even know what's in here. I mean, I really, really don't. I have no clue. Okay, I see what it is now. This is a Fender Strat that I've had for a long time. Look at all these gig bags stacked up. Man, my wife opens that door, it's going to be a big accident. Man, look at this. This is a Fender Strat with a Floyd Rose tremolo, rosewood neck. I've had this for, man, I got this in the early 2000s, brand new, off AMS, of course. Man, where's the, yeah, okay. I'm looking at the serial number now. Yeah. 2001. Okay. Got this in 2001. And yeah, this, man, wow. Yeah, this was my main. I mean, man, I played. The reason I got this is because it's got the Floyd Rose, and you know, back in the day, it was all about using a Floyd Rose. You know, for me, uh, I don't really use the Floyd that much anymore. I kind of grown out of that. I can take it or leave it, but back then, I was using a Floyd a lot because I was, you know, in bands and stuff, playing that kind of music. It was all cool, but it's a great guitar, man. It's never let me down. I can't remember how much I paid for this. And look, I can still see some of the plastic under the knobs where I didn't pull the plastic all the way off the pick guard. Wow, man, ain't that something? I've had this. Look at that. I just now noticed this, man. The plastic is still on the back plate. You probably can't see it. The original plastic is still on that. You see the bubbles? That's the original plastic. The plastic has been on all those years. I just now noticed that. I just ain't never paid it no attention. Never have. Wow, listen to that. That sounds cool. Yeah. Blue, 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 blue Christmas. Later, very much. Yeah, this was my main guitar for a long time, man. Fender Strat with the Floyd Rose. Man, I haven't seen this guitar in a long time. Man, awesome guitar, man. Wow, cool memories. The Joe Wentz Project tonight at 9 o'clock. Yeah, man, pretty cool. So, wow. Let's put this one back. I'm picking the wrong gig. I don't even know. Oh man, I'm so tired. I'm acting all goofy. Okay, so there you go. See, y'all getting to see most of my guitars, and I want to do one more, okay, and that's gonna be it, because I got to put all these back. Okay. Oh golly, this is crazy, man. Let's see here. Okay, now, oh my goodness, here we go. This is just an old Fender gig bag, nothing fancy. All right. Okay, I've talked about this guitar before on some of my videos, and this is a guitar that I actually, you know, we were talking about eBay a while ago. Actually, got this guitar off of eBay many years ago, and it was like this off-brand guitar. You know, just, you know, when you buy a guitar off of eBay, if anybody has ever done it, it's a risk. You know, just like anything you buy online, you know, guitar-wise, is a risk because you can't put your hands on it. You know, so I took a chance, and I got this, and it is it's a Strat knockoff, and it's Carolina blue, and I took the back plate off of it so I could put the strings on easier and stuff like that. And but it had this name on it that I'd never heard of in my life, so I sanded the name off and took a marker and just made Wentz and just put my own name on there and put the number 10. That's my favorite number. But you know, the whole point of the story is this guitar plays great. You know, I was like, what? You know, I was really surprised. You know, it's lightweight, it plays terrific. Listen to that, man. That's just wow. I haven't played this guitar in a long time, but it works good, man. I mean, I've actually played this guitar live, you know. Yeah, and I got this guitar in like a little blues amp, like a brown blues amp, whatever. Got that brown material, like the classic blues amps back in the day. Come with this little blues amp. I gave it to my son, and it came with that amp, this guitar, a cord, a cheap old guitar cord didn't last long, and I gave that little amp to my son, and actually it sounded really good. He would play Stevie Ray Vaughan licks through that amp, and it sounded just like a really good blues. So this was a case of when I got really lucky on eBay, and I've had this guitar for I forgot to show you this. I even signed the back of the headstock, make it look like like I wanted to personalize it, like I had my own custom guitar or something. That's how long ago I got this, So I thought that was kind of funny. But the guitar plays good, man. I couldn't believe it. In Carolina blue, because I was born and raised in Charlotte, North Carolina, so I had to get the Carolina blue, So probably catch heck for that, but that's okay. No big deal. So that's it for now. So I got to put all this stuff. And wow, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The 7 guitars I've shared with y'all right there. So that's not even half of what I got, but it's close enough. So let's see what we got here, man. Okay. Let's see. Like that Strat, Joe. Used to have one. Wish I never sold it. And Center says, do I mostly play the Wolfgangs? Yes. Yes, that's mostly what I play is the Wolfgangs, man. That's and that's what I play the most because it's just a badass guitar, man. That's all there is to it. It's sweet. The Blackie DH, the Floyd Strat. Yeah, the Fender with the Floyd. Yes, thank you. Yeah, man. I've had that in, like I said, what was that 2001? Excuse me. And yeah, that sucker. I love the Floyd Roses because that's a floating trim. And if you're familiar with floating tremolos, especially if you're playing live, man, that's always been like a nightmare because if a string breaks, that floating trim is going to go out and everything's going to be out of tune. And but see, that's I don't think you'll have that problem with the EVH tremolos, because they're flush with the body, they're not floating. That's what I heard anyway. But anyway, that's why I always like playing. It's kind of weird, man. I'm a huge Van Halen fan, as you can see. Love the Van Halen guitars and all that. But when I always played live, you know what I played? Is a Telecaster. That was what I played, and that's just was always my go-to guitar when I played live was a Tele, and it's really fun, and plus when a string broke on a Tele, you didn't have to worry about anything knocking everything else out of tune because it was just a fixed bridge, so it was really cool. All right, guys, I guess that's going to wrap it up, for now, and get ready to go. I didn't think I was going to be on here this long, but thanks to y'all made this fun, and it's really had a good time. And now I'm going to put these guitars back over here where they go, and I'm going in there and I'm going to bed because, like I said, I've been going since like 2:30 this morning. So I'm tired. I'm wore out. So it's been a long day and a long night. So I want to say thank you for jumping in and being a part of this broadcast. I really appreciate it, and it was fun to cut up and have some laughs and be silly with y'all. I appreciate it. Ken says, still haven't told the missus I bought another guitar. I'll probably pay twice for that. Uh-oh. Hey, I can't say nothing, man. I can't say nothing. But to answer your question, yeah, get ready. Blackie DH says, right on. Thanks, Joe. Later, bro. Yes. Thank you, Blackie DH. And thank you to everybody. Sean and Center and Blackie DH. Ken, Adam Schonberg, David Allen Wright, Center. Thank you. Sean Zimmerman, thank you very much for joining. Jaden James, thank you, man, for dropping in. I'm trying to see make sure I got everybody here. I think so. I believe I got everybody. If I didn't, please forgive me. So, and Sean Mahoney, thank you, everybody. Thank you very much. So I want to jump off here, and I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of the weekend. Be safe. It's going to be cold. Cold front's coming through in my neck of the woods, and I'm sure it's probably going to do your neck of the woods as well. So stay warm, wrap up, be safe, everybody. God bless. Thank you for watching. This is Joe from the Joe Wentz Project broadcast. Peace out. Bye-bye.